So 3 minutes for the first horse, 3 minutes. Well, very shortly we'll have the first one in the ring for the big one here this afternoon. It's the €4,000, 140. Gain Alltech National Grand Prix.
I've been lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
Well, let's sit back and enjoy the action. We've had some great show jumping here over the weekend. Another big class coming up here this afternoon. Again, Alltech National Grand Prix, 1 metre 40. We go down to County Wexford for the first one to get us underway. Patrick Hickey, he joins us with Claudine Fly. Now, this one is just a 7-year-old. She's a mare by Come and Fly. Fourth in the 130 at the National Balmoral Championships just a few weeks ago. And also Patrick was away this year. He competed at the 4-star International in Verja de la Frontera in Spain. Patrick Hickey now and Claudine Fly. Well, just one down, just inside the time allowed at 70 seconds, going around time of 69.25. So next up is Brendan Murphy now. He joins us with the 10-year-old Emily May. This one a mare by Sligo Candy Boy, the dam by Cavalier Royale, bred by Thomas Dowd. Brendan, in fact, was third with this one at the 135 Marview Leinster Summer Series at Banno Rathangan. And had a very good run at the World Breeders' Championships in Lannigan in September last year. Second in the first of the 6-show qualifiers. Well, Brandon has decided to retire. Well, next up it's Alan O'Regan. Alan joins us with the 8-year-old Vija's Cornet Ballet Queen. This one jointly owned by his wife Emma and Mikey Penta. This one by Cornet Oblensky. The dam was by Balladuruay. Well, it's 4 jumping, but there's also 2 time penalties for Alan O'Regan and Vija's Cornet Ballet Queen. Well, next up, it's Jenny Rankin, and he joins us with Beats JWB. This one by Inshallah the Muse. Had a good result with this one that they did in June. They competed at the international show in Deauville. Finished up 7th in the 150 class with this one. Well, there is our first clear of our Grand Prix. Clear for Jenny Rankin and Ibiza JWB. Well, next up it's Molly Hughes Bravo. Joins us with HHS Vancouver. This one by Indoctro. Bred here at the Hughes Horse Stud. And of course is qualified for the young riders at Dublin Horse Show. But was in action in Madrid at the end of May this year. And she had 3 top 10 finishes. In fact, was third in a 140 class with this one, HHS Vancouver. Well, she's been in very good form here over the weekend and has produced another very good round of jumping. Our second clear in our Grand Prix. Clear for Molly Hughes Bravo and HHS Vancouver. Well, here's one bang in form at the moment. The big winner of our €10,000 Grand Prix yesterday afternoon here at the Hughes Horse Stud. Last weekend, the winner of the National Grand Prix at Maryville. And also the winner of the National Grand Prix at the Cork Summer Show. He spent much of the earlier part of the season in Florida, Francis Durwin now. And he goes with Pavati AAG. This one just an 8-year-old. She's a mare by Arezzo. Vidia, the dam by Darko. Well, that was unlucky, just the one down, so just the 4 for Francis Durwin. But that's one just a nature road. As we said, she's by Arezzo video. Now we'd like to welcome our viewers who are watching it, which has been live streamed on the SGI YouTube channel and also on HHS Facebook. Well, next up it's Susan Fitzpatrick now, and she joins us with Callista Du Baudonnet. This one just a 7-year-old. Susan competed at the end of June at the Saint-Tropez Grimaud show, the 2-star international in France. And in fact had 2 top 10 finishes at that show. Well, what a pity. Having a clear round, but unfortunately picking up one time penalty, and the time is 72.50. Yes. Well, let's go in our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix. Dal Walker. And he takes it up with cushions, number 7. This one by Flexible. Tal was 5th with this one in the Leinster Merview series at Kylogue towards the end of June. Finishing up on a score of 16 penalties, Dal Walker and cushions. Next up it's number 8 from County Cork now. Abby Sweetnam joins us with Cornet F. Facet. And this one just an 8-year-old. She's a mare by Cornus Diamond. In the lineup last weekend in the 130 Mini Grand Prix at Maryville. But also went on to finish up 5th in the 140 Gain Alltech National Grand Prix last Sunday, again at the Maryville Grand Prix show. Another one that has been away in the continent in the earlier part of the year, competed in France back in April at the Canet-sur-Mer, which was a one-star international. Well, 4 jumping, 4 time penalties for Abby Sweetnam and Cornetiana FZ. At the moment, 2 clears. Jenny Rankin and Molly Hughes, bravo. As we go now to number 10. Edward Doyle Jr. now. He joins us with Pembroke, King of Kings. This one, an 8-year-old owned by Joanne Fox. It's by Diamond Assimile. The dam is by Luxus. Edward, of course, the winner of the Auto Grand Prix Series last year. He was 5th with this one in the 140 table A speed class up at the National Balmoral Championships just a few weeks ago. And Edward was in action in France this year at the end of June, competing the one-star international at Paris. Also in the lineup in a class at Bolesworth back in May. Well, 2 down along the way, so finishing up on 8, Edward Doyle and Pembroke, King of Kings. Next up, it's 11. Darren Hopkins now and Can Cruise. This one owned by Leo Carey. By Canan out of a cruising dam. Winners of the Marview Leinster Summer Tour at Tattersalls this week. And also winners of the Connacht Grand Prix up at Duffy's at the end of May.
Should we roll this or not? You left it. Do you think we should roll this half a tour? Yeah. You ready? 6-6. Shanty half at 27. Right, okay, after 27 so. Alright, okay. So tell the judges there or something there, yeah. Right, okay, tell him, yeah, let's stop there just for 10 minutes and just get around it. Right, okay. What's my check in the these? On the red bus. My road is going to go down and go down, but why would you... I see that. Lock them off the street. Look there, look at this. Lock them again and throw in. Huh? Get again and throw in. Some left, you're right outside. Pull you out. Push it out then.
Well, what a pity. After a great round of jumping. Very, very unlucky at the last there. Just a 4 for Darren Hopkins and Ken Cruz. Well, next up it's one of our young riders competing here this weekend. Alex Finney now joins us with MHS Style. And this one an 8-year-old bear. By Canan, the dam by Guiman, bred by Ida Brennan. And this goes one of our top young riders on the circuit. She was on the Nations Cup team that finished up 3rd in the young riders at Hagen in June of this year.
But as far as Virginia, I was just falling asleep like this here. You know when you be falling asleep, you can hit the right line. And we pull in here now for 20 minutes. I need to... No, pull me, no. I scout that cat and I'm in shit. Not nice for that. Into the car. She's home the cat. I fell asleep and tried to wake me up.
And also Alex is qualified with this one for the Dublin Horse Show. Is qualified in the young riders 135, 140. They were second in the qualifier at Arcool. Well, there is our third clear of the Grand Prix. Clear for Alex Finney. One of our young riders compete here this weekend. Clear with MHS Style. Well, there's someone that was in good form yesterday afternoon. Fish up 5th in the €10,000 Grand Prix. Jonathan Spitna. He takes up next with the 11-year-old Mulvan's Lights Out. Owned by Noletta Smith and Roy Craig. This one by Kroongraaf. The dam by Diamond Serpent. Also the winners of the 140 Table A Speed at the National Balmoral Championships just a few weeks ago. Well, just one down, so it's a 4. Keeps them out of the jump off here this afternoon for Jonathan Smith and Mulvan Lights Out. Next up, number 15, Nicolene Dressier now joins with Chico. So in fact, we've been informed from the pocket this is 17, Katie McEntee and Kim R. Bespoke. This one, an 8-year-old gelding owned by Jerry Marn by Opilo. In fact, owned and bred by Jerry Marn. Oh dear, what a pity after a really good round of jumping. And the other obstacle, of course, has come into play here, a time penalty. So just a one-time penalty and a time of 70.82. Now we have number 18 with us, Leah Stack, another one of our young riders competing here this weekend. Another one of our very talented young riders. Leah joins us with Phobelia. This one jointly owned by Greg Broderick and Leah. It's a by Verdi. Leah won the 135 Marview Leinster Summer Series with this one at Inishtig. And also she's qualified for Dublin with this one in the 125, 130 Young Riders. Yeah, of course, another one that done us proud last year at the World Breeders' Championships at Lannigan, winning one of the first of the 5-year-old qualifiers with Lorena. Well, just one down, a very unlucky 4 there for Leah Stack and Phobelia. Of course, as well, the big winner of the Irish Breeders' Classic last year. Don't forget to come and join us again in September down at Barnadown. So Molly Hughes back with her second one here, and this time she joins us with HHS Tokyo. This one by Z7 Ascot, down by Toki. Molly was third with this one in the 7-year-old HSI Studbook Series final at Mullingar International. Well, for jumping one time penalty, but a very good round that one, just a 7-year-old. But Molly is already through to the jump off. Now riders, the pocket have asked us, you need to start cooperating with them and coming in on time. Do remember we are being live streamed. Well, at the moment, 3 clears. Jenny Rankin, Molly Hughes Bravo, and Alex Finney. Well, we're going to go now with Max O'Reilly Highland. He joins us with the 12-year-old gelding Pavati. Well, Max comes here on the back of some very good results. Second in the 140 speed class at the National Balmoral Championships. Third in the 135 Grand Prix, also at Balmoral. Well, that was very unlucky, just one down, so just a 4 from Max O'Reilly Highland. And Baba de Bousse. Well, it's Marta Hughes from Bravo up next, number 20. Joins us with HHS Figaro. Marta got a big winner here yesterday afternoon, the winner of the 135. And Marta, of course, also the winner of the 135-140 RDS qualifier at Cavan. So we're going to see her in the young rider classes in Dublin in just a few weeks. Well, that's a really good round. Unfortunately, just the one down, so just the 4. Sorry, in fact, it's a clear. It's a 4 clear. So the two Hughes Bravo sisters in the jump off. Martha Hughes Bravo clear and HHS Figaro. Well, now we go to number 23, Shane Maloney and the 10-year-old RHS Blue. This one owned by John Hoy, by Cheers Cassidy, down by cruising Mickey Finn. Well, 2 down there, so that's 8 for Shane Maloney and RH Blue. So we've got now to number 24, the next up in our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix, Matthew Farnham. He goes now with the 9-year-old LKD Mini Q. This one a mare by OBOS Quality, the dam by Aldaz Z, bred by Thomas Minot. Well, 2 down there, so it's going to be 8 for Matthew Farl and LKD Mini Q. Well, next up it's Mikey Penta. Mikey joins us with HHS Cyprus. And this one just a 7-year-old. Another one bred here at the Hughes Horse Stud. He's a gelding by Conor Dublinsky. Down by Acarado. Mikey Cole's our current national champion. A big winner of the Premier Grand Prix at Balmoral recently. Ranked number 5 in the FAI World Rankings. Well, it wouldn't be a jump off without Mikey Penta. He's produced a very good clear here once again. Clear with HHS Cyprus. And remember that one just a 7-yard by Conor Leplinsky. We go now to number 25, Aidan Colleen joins us with a Helianthus H. This one by a quality time. Well, for jumping, one-time penalty for Aidan Colleen and Helianthus H. Now we are going to have a break after number 27, which is just a few away for arena maintenance. That'll be after number 27, Captain Jeff Kern. We'd like to say there's a correction to the score for number 20, Martha Hughes Bravo, and HHS Figaro. It was in fact 4 faults. Well, second last before the break now. Susan Fitzpatrick joins us with Kingstown Mr. Cool. This one just a 7-yard by Messenger. The dam by Chaco Blue. So it's for jumping 2 time penalties for Susan Fitzpatrick. And Keatingstown, Mr. Cook. Now it's the last before the break for the Army Equitation School. It's Commandant Jeff Kerner, and he joins us with the Minister for Defence's Derry Cush. This one, the 9-year-old gelding by Emerald, done by Aldato. You can continue if you want, Jeff. Well, it was a refusal of fence number 4, but you went back and jumped fence number 3.
Lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
Well, we're ready for part 2 of our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix. The clears at the moment, Jenny
I've been lucky over the
Rankin,
last
Molly
number of
Hughes,
years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me. Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy. And hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
Well, next up is Jeremy. Jared joins with Turner, Lady Liberty. This one an 8-year-old mare owned by Ciara Walsh McIntyre. This one homebred by Indoctro. Jared, of course, the big winner of one of the young horse finals at the World Breeders' Championships in Lannigan last year. And here's another one that we're going to see in Dublin in a few weeks' time. Joro was third with this one in the RDS qualifier in the 7 and 8-year-olds up at the Meadows. Well, I was very unlucky. One fence down keeps them out of our jump off this afternoon, so just the 4 for Jeremy and Tallaher, Lady Liberty. Well, next up is number 2. We've got a huge depth of talent here in Ireland in our young riders at the moment. And here's one of them now, a member of our gold medal winning team from the European Championships from right here in County Kilkenny, Timmy Brennan and GCS Ita. This one a 9-year-old mare by OBS Quality. And in fact, Timmy is also qualified for Dublin with this one. They were second in the RDS qualifier up at Cavan at the start of July. Well, a good round, but unfortunately one fence down keeps them out of the jump off. So just the 4 for Timmy Brennan and GCS Ita. Next up it's Tim McDonough, and Tim joins us with Holly Park Galloway. This one by Castleorn Galloway, the dam by Diamond Lad. And Tim, in fact, was in 6th with this one in the National Grand Prix, the Gain Alltech National Grand Prix at the National Balmoral Championships. Also finished up 3rd in the National Grand Prix at the Flavours of Fingal County Show. Oh, well done. That is clear. Clear for Tim McDonough. He'll be back for the jump off. Going clear with Holly Park, Galloway. So that makes it 4 clears up. Well, now it's number 33 with us next. Antoine Duvalden up. He joins us with Chico of Rankin. This one, Lemnio Gelden by Diamond to Simile. Oh, I believe just the one down. Antoine Duval, just the 4 there from France, based in Ireland at the moment. Well, that's Brendan Murphy back with us. He goes this time with Shershin Kalinski. This one by Cornet Oblinsky. The dam by the Turbot Sire Regal Sting, bred by Patrick Murphy. Brenda was 6th with this one in the Gain Alltech National Grand Prix at Bannerrathangan. So Brendan has decided to retire. So still just the 4 clears, and again I'll take a National Grand Prix here this afternoon.
I've been lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
Well, it's Abby Sweetenham back for a shot at she takes it up now with the 7-year-old Dora Explorer. This one owned by our brother Jeremy. Abby, in fact, was sixth with this one last weekend in the 130 Grand Prix at Maryville. Also qualified for the 7-year-old HSI Studbook Series at the National Balmoral Championships. Well, I say jumping one time penalty for Abby Sweetenham and Dora, the Explorer. Next up, it's Owen Brennan now. Owen joins us this time with Limestone Briar Hill Louis. This one a 10-year-old mare by King's Cornet. And of course, another member of our European junior team that brought home the gold medals from the European Championships in Italy last week. But he's been competing quite abroad, quite a bit this year. Competed in Arezzo in Italy in April of this year, and also prior to the European Championships, competed at Gola Minora. And also in Hagen, was on the Nations Cup team in Hagen that won the Young Riders Nations Cup. Well, that's 12 jumping 10 time. Well, next up it's Isabella Brenda. Isabella join us with a Java's Gucci. This one by Louida. Another one that we're going to see compete in the RDS this year. They were second in the 135-140 RDS qualifier at the Meadows. Well, that's a very good round because it's proving difficult out there this afternoon, but it is clear for Isabella O'Brien and Javis Gucci, of course, based here at the Hughes Horse Stud. Well, that's Francis Owen back with his second one. This time he takes it up with Flexi K. It's a 10-year-old gelding, this one by Flexible, bred by the Nightfield Stud. Francis, the winner of 2 National Grand Prix down in Cork, in fact, at Maryville last weekend, and prior to that at the Cork Summer Show. And also a big winner yesterday evening of the €10,000 Grand Prix here at Hughes Horse Stud. Oh, well done. What a very good clear. And a combination that are banging form at the moment. As we said, the winners of the Grand Prix just last weekend at Maryville. And jumpy clear here, or fifth clear.
Oh, the wood in the stable? Yeah, the wood in the stable. I have that actually. I have the supplier in England. It's that, what you call it? It's from the Kenya or somewhere. It's a hardwood. It's very, very hard looking. Like. Yeah, yeah. More than a bucket.
Well, what a video, a very good round of jumping. One time for Susan Fitzpatrick, and the time is 73.81. So Molly Hughes, bravo, back with another one here, already through to the jump off. But this time she takes it up with the 7-year-old mare, MHS Style. This one by Leroy. Molly, in fact, was second with this one in the 7-year-old HSI Studbook Series final at Mullingar International. Well, she's got a very strong hand in the jump off now, because that's her second one clear. Clear for Molly Hughes Bravo and HHS Orchidee. And that one just a 7-year-old. Well, we're going now to number 47. Delighted to have him back home after an amazing week at the European Championships on the gold medal winning team, but coming out to win the individual gold medal. Please give a big round of applause. A home welcome here for Seamus Hughes Kennedy and Castlefield Tara. Well, Seamus has been competing in the continent quite a bit this year. Competed at the 2-star in Ockelbeek in Belgium, prior to that in Leuven. In fact, won a class with this one at the 2-star international at Ockelbeek in Belgium. Oh, there were a bit just the last one down after a really good round. So just the 4 for Seamus Hughes Kennedy and Castlefield Hurrah. Well, we've got Jason Foley with us now, number 48. Jason takes it up with Mr. Castlefield. Another one from the Castlefield breeding farm here in County Kilkenny. And this one a 9-year-old by Heartbreak. And in fact, Jeremy won the Alltech National Grand Prix, to gain Alltech National Grand Prix with this one in Beliver in the middle of June. Well, of course, Jason has been competing in Europe over the last number of months, competing in Deauville in France in June, Van Heinen in Belgium. Well, it's funny that Lance Fence has come into play quite a bit here this afternoon. I'm very looking forward there for Jason Foley and Mr. Castlefield. We go now to number 49, Daniel McAlinden. He joins us with Sean Fitzpatrick's Keatingstown Z Welly 2. Daniel was 6th with this one on the 140 table 8 speed class at the National Balmoral Championships. 5th in the 140 Grand Prix at the charity show Stone Harriers Hunt Club at Holly Park Stables. Well, the last fence didn't catch this one out, so they are clear for Daniel McAlinden and Keatingstown Z Welly 2. So it's a 9 clear stop as we near the final stages of our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix. Number 50 joins us now, Mark Cleary, and CBI Kyle Moore's Cornet. This one, a Nature of Mare, owned by Michael Hayden, by Cornet Dubinsky, and down by Diamantus Semele. Well, this one was very unlucky not to qualify for Dublin, jumping 2 clears in the RDS qualifier up at the Meadows at the end of June. Mark was 5th with this one in the Connolly's Redmond's Munster Grand Prix at Liskinnet. Well, what a very nice round. Good to see him make it through to jump off. Clear for Mark Cleary and CBI, Kyle Moore's cornered. And again, another young one there, just an 8-year-old by Conor Dublinsky. Next up, Jack O'Donoghue. He joins us with another youngster here. It's an 8-year-old gelding. This one is Orange Valentino, owned by Raymond McChesney. It's by Van Gogh, the dam by Beach Ball. Well, of course, this is the combination that won the National Grand Prix at the Charleville Show this year. Well, what a very unlucky four there for Jack O'Donoghue and Orange Valentino. Well, we've got Francis Connors with us now. He joins us with his own Carrie Sean Fendi Royale. Another 8-year-old competing here in our Grand Prix this afternoon. She's a mare by Dr. Raya K, the dam by Ars Vivendi. Well, Francis is also qualified for Dublin with this one. 5th in the RDS qualifier at the Meadows at the end of June. Also 5th in the Munster Grand Prix at the Cork Summer Show. Oh, well, that's a very good clear for Francis Connors with his own Carrie Sean Fendi Royale. Just an 8-year-old by Dr. Roy K. Well, next up it's a 54 now, Aidan Colleen. Aidan takes it up with a KS Casalton. Well, I'll finish up with a jumping one-time penalty for Aidan Colleen and KCS Casalton. Well, we're in the final stages of our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix here this afternoon. As we go to number 56, it's Captain Jeff Kern now, who joins us from the Army Equitation School, and he takes up with the Minister for Defence's Lock Score Quality Lady. This one by OBOS Quality, the dam by Shenandoah Saco San Giovanni. We're going to have a very exciting jump off because we've got a lot of our top riders through to jump off here this afternoon. It's a clear here for our former national champion, Captain Jeff Kern, and the Lock Score Quality Lady. Well, next up is Sean Monaghan. He joins us with Ian Cassius. Well, for jumping one-time penalty, very unlucky there for Sean Monaghan and Ian and Cassius. Sean, of course, was in the lineup, but this one is fourth, in fact, in the Grand Prix at Rouen in France just a few weeks ago. Well, next up is Timmy Brennan, and Timmy joins us with Diadema Delicacia. This one, an Nature of Bear by Diamond and Simile, the dam by Cardento. So, in fact, this is the last to go in the first round. Well, here's one that's a good form here on the domestic circuit. Third in the National Grand Prix in Wexford back in May. Well, what a good way to finish off the first round with a clear. Local 1-2, Timmy Brennan, clear, and with Diadema Delicacia. Well, it's 14 clays coming back for a jump off. It will be against the clock with a prize fund of €4,000. Our title sponsors for the series, Gain Alltech. Now the jump off course will be over fences 13, 8, 9B, 10, 11AB, 14, 1 and 2. The length of the course 285 metres, time allowed 49 seconds and the time limit 98 seconds.
I've been lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
So now competitors, just to let you know, 5 minutes to the first horse in the jump off. 5 minutes to the first horse in the jump off.
Well, just before we have the first one in, we'd like to say a special thank you to Miguel and Marion,
who have hosted this wonderful weekend, this great spectacle of show jumping. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't been very kind to them, but we've been very lucky to have this facility, this all-weather arena, because even the curl was cancelled today, so that'll tell you how bad the weather has been over the last week. I'd also like to say a special thanks to our arena party, who've worked very hard over the last number of days, and our thanks to our course designer, Alan Wade. So well done, folks, and well done to everybody who joined in yesterday in moving all the fences down here to the sand arena in the middle of the day.
Well, we've got a really exciting jump off coming up for you. We've got some a really top lineup of 14 of them coming back.
I've been lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
Well, we've got the first one in the ring, in our jump off of the 140 Game Alltech National Grand Prix. First up, Johnny Rankin and Ibiza JWP.
Well, what a pity. Just the one down there at fence 10, so 4 falls in a time of 43.08 for Johnny Rankin and Ibiza JWP. Well, Mikey Penta moves up in the jump off. And Mikey is going to go with HHS Cyprus. Well, one fence down, so it's 4. And a time 44.84 for Mikey Penta and HHS Cyprus. We've had 2 in, both on 4 faults. So still looking for our first clear. Molly Hughes Bravo's up next. She's got 2 in the jump off here this afternoon. She goes now with HHS Vancouver. Well, 1 fence down. Our first 3 have had a fence down, but this is the quickest for Walter. And time 38.66. Now we go to number 12, Alex Finney. Alex is next to go with MHS Style. We've had 3 in. All 3 have had a fence down. Well, once again, 1 down, so it's a 4 falls, 42.30 for Alex Finney and MHS Style. So still looking for our first clear in the jump off. Next up, Tim McDonough. He joins us with Holly Park, Galloway. So at the moment, Molly Hughes Bravo leads it on 4 faults. The quickest of the 4 faults was in a time of 38.66. Alex Finney in second, third. Jenny Rankin, fourth, Mikey Penta. Well, there is our first clear off the jump off, so it's into the lead. Clear 42.45 for Tim McDonough and Holly Park Galloway. Now, they were jumping along the bottom of the arena at 11.8. They were there at about 21 seconds. So the leaderboard at the moment, Tim McDonough leads it with our only clear in the jump off, 42.45. Second, Molly Hughes Bravo. Third, Alex Finney. Fourth, Jenny Rankin. Fifth, Mikey Penta. Well, we've also got a very special prize here this weekend for the leading rider over the Grand Prix here this weekend. Well, the clear round in 42.45 leads it at the moment. Next up, Isabel O'Brien. Isabel joins us with Java's Gucci. Well, just the one down, so 4 falls down by 46.38 for Isabel O'Brien and Java's Gucci. Well, still just the one clear. As we go now to Johnson Smith. He's next up with a Crystal Graph. Well, that was a pity because he was well up on the clock, but unfortunately 2 down in the final stages of the course. So 8 falls in time 39.85 for Johnson Smith and Krista Graf. Well, has Tim McDonough done enough? As we go down to number 42, Francis Durwin. Our big winner of our €10,000 Grand Prix yesterday afternoon. Winner of the National Grand Prix just last weekend. Francis Durwin and Flexi K. Well, again, the time was good enough, but unfortunately the first part of the double is down, so it's 4 in a time of 42.37 for Francis Durwin and Flexi K. Well, Daniel McAlinden has very kindly moved up here in our jump off this afternoon. Daniel, of course, who had an amazing round in the Hickstead Derby with just one fence down. He joins us now with Sharon Fitzpatrick's Keatingstown Z Welly 2. So just the one clear leads it. Tim McDonough. Oh, well, what a great round. Yes, he's done it. And into the lead. Daniel McAlinden, clear, 41.37. And Keatingstown Z Welly 2. So that's our new leader. Well, Molly Hughes Bravo back with her second one in our jump off here this afternoon. She takes it up with the 7-year-old HHS Orchidee. Daniel McAlinden, clear. He leads at 41.37. Well, it's 2 down along the way, so 8 false and time 46.19 for Molly Hughes Bravo. But do remember that one, just a 7-year-old. Certainly one for the future by Leroy. Well, next up it's a local one here from County Kilkenny, Mark Cleary now. Mark joins us with CBI Kyle Moore's Cornet. Another 8-year-old competing in our Grand Prix this afternoon, owned by Michael Hayden. Well, a very wise decision there from Mark Cleary. Decided to go for a clear, and he has produced a clear in a time of 48.55. So that goes into third at the moment because we've had only 2 clears in the jump off. One less to go in our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix. Francis Connors now. Francis goes with his own Carrick Sean Vendy Royale. Well, unfortunately, fence number 14 down, so it's a 4 for Francis Connors in time 46.64. Well, Daniel McAlinden leads it, clear 41.37. Tim McDonough in second, third Mark Cleary, fourth Molly Hughes Bravo, fifth Alex Finney, and sixth Francis Durwin. 2 left to go. Next up for the Army, Captain Jeff Kern and a Luxcar Quality Lady. Well, that's a very good clear there. Clear for Captain Jeff Kern. And a time of 43.95. So that goes into fourth place at the moment with 1 left to go. Well, we're down to the last one, and it's a local one here too. Timmy Brennan, the last to go, with the 8-year-old Diadema Delicacia. Daniel McAlinda leads it with a clear round in a time of 41.37. That's the target. Oh wow, what a way to finish off the jump off with a clear and the fastest time here this afternoon. A clear 41.03. Please give him a big round of applause. He's one of our junior riders, a member of our junior gold medal winning team. He's won our big Grand Prix here this afternoon, Timmy Brennan. And Diadema Delicacia, she's just an 8-year-old by Diamant de Semele. Oh, what a great finale to our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix here this afternoon. Well, we've got some fabulous prizes besides the big prize fund here this afternoon. We've got a beautiful Suomi helmet sponsored by Choice Equestrian in Dublin for the leading young rider. And we've also got a prize for the leading lady, some jewellery sponsored by Fitzpatrick Jewellers, thanks to Harry Fitzpatrick. And the leading lady is also going to be presented with the Queen's Cup, which Marion won herself in Olympia some years ago.
I've been lucky over the last number of years to have some great supporters and sponsors that have really helped me, Gain being one major one that I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The reason we use Gain is because it works. The horses look well, they compete well, and they're very happy and healthy, and hopefully we'll have another 20 years together.
In second, Daniel McAlinden, with Sharon Fitzpatrick's Keatingtown Z Welly 2, clear 41.37. In third place from County Galway, Tim McDonough and Holly Park Galloway, clear 32.45. In fourth place for the Army, Commandant Jeff Kern, clear 43.95. In fifth place, Mark Cleary with Michael Hayden's CBI Kyle Moore's Cornet, clear 48.55. In sixth, Molly Hughes Bravo in HHS Vancouver, 4 falls 38.66. And the winner of the CUMI helmet, sponsored by Choice Equestrian, the leading young rider, that award goes to Francis Durwin. And the leading rider goes to Molly Hughes Bravo. That's the leading lady rider. So we've got a prize money all the way down to 8th place. So in 7th place, Alex Finney and MHS Style. And in 8th place, Francis Durwin and Flexi K. Francis, of course, also the leading young rider and the leading lady rider, Molly Hughes Bravo.
Like my sister and my mother-in-law, they are used. They love it because they understand. They must be clear and go.
Well, we're ready for presentation. If we could have the top 8 in for presentation, please. So we'd like to have Joanne Hurley as well, who's joining us on behalf of Gain Alltech for the presentation. And also our thanks to Mill Street Horse Photography, who are here with us this weekend. And they've got a stand up by the grass arena if you want to book some of your photos. So Timmy Brennan leads them up. What a great couple of weeks it's been for this young man. On our junior European gold medal winning team, now the big winner of the Grand Prix. And all the pressure was on him going into that final round. He was the last to go. and all his family and relations here to watch him. So Miguel, they're waiting for you in the ring.
Miguel.
So now Joanne Hurley is going to make the presentation on behalf of Gain Alltech. So we'd like to welcome back again today for our presentation. We've got some lovely wine to present from the San Miguel Winery. Alex is going to make the presentation to our winner. Now Timmy, you can't keep that bottle, unfortunately, but I'm sure you'll find somebody to pass it on to. Okay, we're ready for the presentation. So Joanne Hurley is going to make the presentation to our winner, to Timmy Brennan and Diadama Della Casilla. Marion Hughes is joining us, and our thanks to Marion and Miguel for this amazing weekend of show jumping under difficult conditions. But it's been that way all over the country because the Curragh was cancelled today. So now we're going to have the presentation of, there's 9 litres of wine in that, by the way. Alessandro from the San Miguel Winery in Portugal. Next up, led it for quite a while, Daniel McAlendon. We thought he was after getting it over the line in second place, but Keely stands Ed Welly too. That one owned by Sean Fitzpatrick. Had an amazing round in the Hickstead Derby this year, with just one fence down, finishing up fourth. In third, from County Galway, Tim McDonough and Holly Park Galloway. In fourth, for the Army, Covenant Jeff Kern, with the Minister for Defence's lock scorer, Quality Lady. Next up in fifth, another local one here from County Kilkenny, Mark Cleary with CBI Kyle Moore's Cornet, owned by Michael Hayden, another 8-year-old competing here this afternoon in our Grand Prix. In sixth place, Molly Hughes Bravo and HHS Vancouver. In seventh place, Alex Finney and MHS Style. And in eighth place, Francis Durwin and Flexi K. Now we've got two more presentations to do. First up, it's the leading young rider, Francis Durwin, and he's going to be presented with a Xiaomi helmet, one of the top range riding helmets on the market, sponsored by Choice Equestrian of Dublin. And our final presentation here of the at the National Grand Prix class is for the leading lady rider of the show. It goes to Molly Hughes Bravo, and she's going to be presented with the Queen's Cup, which Marion won many years ago in Olympia. And we'd also like to thank Fitzpatrick Jewelers, Harry Fitzpatrick, who have sponsored some lovely jewellery. Well, as we said, our leading lady rider of the show, Molly Hughes Bravo. Molly, of course, is also qualified for Dublin in the young riders. And as we've said, our thanks to Harry Fitzpatrick and Fitzpatrick Jewelers. They've sponsored some lovely jewellery too for the leading lady prize. Well, the final photographs being taken of our winner, our big winner here this evening, of our Gain Alltech National Grand Prix, Timmy Brennan. What a great result. Only just a week home from the Europeans. Well, that's the presentations completed. Thanks once again to Gain Alltech and to all our sponsors here this weekend. So, Timmy, if you'd like to lead them off on the lap of honour. Come on, let's hear you. He's done us proud of the last week on the Junior European team. Our big winner of our National Grand Prix here at the Hughes Horse Stud for 2023, Timmy Brennan.